when someone counts you out, use that as fuel to keep on moving, because what they say is not reality and their perception is not your reality. So when like my mom would tell you, like coming out of the womb, I was sassy as all can be. Like you couldn't tell me you couldn't tell me anything. Like I literally, if I had my mind to it, I was gonna do it. There was like no messing around with me. And it's so funny because I think like this time in life as an adult, that's wonderful, that's great stuff. But you know, I laugh too now looking back, like when I was a pregnant teen, probably people didn't really think that that was sassy Sarah's best years or best decisions. You're not labeled as special when you're a teen mom or when you're young and pregnant. You're kind of like outcasted and you're kind of like counted out, right? They think that you are, oh, poor Sarah. She had all this great potential. She was gonna go so far. And then here you are making big adult-like decisions and really just responding to the things that have come about from whatever the case. But I would say I made the decision very early on that I wasn't going to ever be a victim of my own circumstance, that I was gonna do the things that I needed to be successful. And a teen pregnancy or any sort of, challenge that I was faced wasn't gonna stop me from being who I ultimately dreamed and who I really thought I could be. I went from working at Target to someone calling me up and saying, hey, would you like to come in and temp at our office? And I thought, hell yeah, why not? What an opportunity. And when the day that I walked into that office, I remember thinking I have no idea why I'm here. I have no idea what I'm about to do, but I was that girl that grew up playing Office and Bank when I was younger, so I was gonna figure it out. And it ended up being a perfect industry for me at that time. And what it did was it gave me an opportunity to really learn the ins and outs of business, to learn operations, to learn structure, to learn financial, literacy for my business that I have now, but also for my own personal life. So when I launched our first business, which was a personal assistant concierge business back in North Carolina, I left my accounting career because I wanted flexibility. I wanted freedom. We had just had our daughter. And so I was thinking get out of the rat race, get out of the male-dominated industry. And it was him who actually said, hey babe, I think we're onto something. I have worked with my husband for a really long time. He's always been in the background. If you've ever seen me, you know he's lurking around somewhere, which is such an amazing thing. He is my biggest support system and always have been. He and I are joining forces. We've secretly launched an agency called the Foushee Agency. And the Foushee Agency is where I get to go back to my roots and I take my fun but boring accounting background in business and I get to work with aspiring and high scalable business owners. We also are working with some former athletes who are looking to take their business skills, hone in on their business skills and create foundations and opportunities for their next life. But he's an attorney, and so with my business savviness and SaaS and consulting abilities and scaling up so many large, amazing businesses, and his legal background, we're actually working together to help people who are interested in really getting to the next level and scaling their business through foundational principles related to scale. I never considered myself a girl's girl. I never did. When I was growing up, I hung out with the guys all the time because it was less dramatic, right? There was less gossip and there was less chaos, I guess, with girls. And I think that really resonates with women who are in our community and just women and girls in general, because we know what it's like to be looked at in a certain way, or to be judged immediately, or to be told that, we're to this, or we're not this, or whatever. And so when someone would ask me, was I a girl's girl? I would say, no way am I a girl's girl. But then I realized that I actually am a girl's girl because I really do want to champion other women, and that's what we do at our organization. And within No, I mean, it's all about helping women get to the next level of their achievement. I think 5 to 10 years from now, I see myself just doing the work still. I'm still in it. I'm still doing the work. I don't think I'll ever be retired from helping women and helping them get to the next level. One of the things I really want to do is I want to take back women's rights. I mean, I imagine and envision myself somewhere on Capitol Hill rallying with some of my best friends to make sure that we are safe, that we are supported, and that we are seen. I love to use like my story as a testimony, and I think that everyone has a story and everyone has a testimony, and it is our duty to give that back and to share that, because really, at the end of the day, it's all about helping the future female generation move further faster. And if we're not leveraging what we have learned, if we are not giving it back wildly, then we're not doing it right and we're not doing our part. And I also too think that, you know, perception is not always reality. And so when people would say, oh, Sarah, she's gonna have 100 kids running around and be on welfare because look at her, you know, I chose not to believe that. I knew that wasn't going to be my destiny. But honestly, like, when someone counts you out, use that as fuel to keep on moving, because what they say is not reality and their perception is not your reality.